Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Master of Punk's Tamer Sages, the king of the ring himself. But your boy think he's Gerard Michaels in the house.
I hope we recorded that.
Handled well.
That's beautiful.
Fuck yeah. Howard Stern style, baby. Let's go. Bring us in, Big G.
Welcome back to another Slick and Thick Gas Digital people. Big Saturday here. Fight night tonight, Mick. Fight night tonight. At 6'3", 200 pounds, and every one of them is a problem. The Master of Punks, the Tamer of Sages, the King of the Ring himself, the CEO of the RMC, ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Gall.
What's up, G? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Do you feel like you're babysitting? Because it's like you're kind of getting a little snappy at Ben. You're getting mad at Christian. I'm burping in the mic. You didn't seem like you liked that. How you feeling right now, pal?
So what we got today? We got cocaine in Washington D.C. Cocaine found in the White House.
What do you think we are?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What?
Are you a newscaster?
We got cocaine in Washington, D.C.
Please continue. Go for it.
That was my impression.
We got cocaine in Washington, D.C. We got the Blasios doing this and that.
Yeah. No.
My guys love it. My guys love it.
Let's talk about some cooler things like punching fucking people. Let's do that. What we got? What do we got in the wide world of punching?
No.
Please. Let's talk about the wide world of punching.
What's going on in De Blasio's cocaine and
Name me De Blasio's wife. What's De Blasio's wife's name?
Sheila.
It's actually closer than I thought you'd get.
What do you think I was gonna guess?
Huh?
What did you think I was gonna guess? Like fucking Esmeralda?
Esmeralda, something like that.
Yeah. Something ethnic?
Something ethnic. Well, no, please tell me. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I know you wanted to talk about Sean Strickland. Mm-hmm. Right? I love Sean Strickland. That's my boy. He's a funny motherfucker. And he's a fucking badass fighter.
Yeah, big win last weekend, and then a interesting, let's say, post fight wrap up.
All right, we could pull it up, but I think there's two things. One, he's being funny.
Yeah,
he's being funny. I think people maybe are taking him a little serious. And yeah, all right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Americans, we need to go back to like taking women out of the workforce, and maybe that's where we fucked up, you guys. We let women vote. No offense, but
like he's being silly.
But let me no. I want to tell you guys something.
I mean, they let the boy cook.
America prior to women voting, they try to ban alcohol. I don't even drink, but I'm not trying to ban alcohol. So what you did, man, you let these women come in the workforce. Now we make less money. You got kids raising themselves on fucking TikTok. We need to go back to like 1942, especially after, maybe 1958 after we fucked up the Germans. We need to put women back in the kitchen.
Fucking hilarious.
We need to take fucking, only one man needs to be working. So I think as a collective man group, we need to elect somebody that's going to put women back in the kitchen, put one man working, raise the wages, and build a fucking wall.
I get what he's saying. The way he says, like, the reason why people are bothered by it is because, like, we gotta put them in the kitchen. Like, this is where you go. He's saying no. He needs to make he wants the country to be prosperous enough, where the woman can do more familial roles, more female type tasks. Wouldn't you agree? He's saying that only the man should be working. He should be able to pull in enough money and make that shit happen. And the woman shouldn't have to work. She shouldn't have to work.
See, that's what you're saying.
That's what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying.
That is what he's saying.
Let's run that. Let's run that clip back. Let's run that clip back.
That is what he's saying. I know Sean. I know dudes like Sean. That's what they're. He's saying it. He's saying it a little crazily.
I mean, we can play it again. That's not what he said at all.
We don't need to play it again. They could rewind if they want. What did you hear?
I heard that. I think he was being playful, but I think many a truth is said in jest. I think he believes every word he said. I think that, he may have been saying it in a playful manner, but he 100% believes the concept of making America great again is going back to a single income nuclear family
Did you hear him when he was talking about after one of his other ones? He was talking about how crazy is that we're giving all this money to the Ukraine when we could all the stuff we could do in America with that money.
100%. I agree with that.
I think he says things in a funny way, and I think it's similar to Andrew Tate, where it's a little extra inflammatory. But I think he's his message is like he's a little crazy, but he's from a good place, and he's saying I fuck with what he's saying.
I think
you think my interpretation is not what he's saying?
I think your interpretation is a very friendly interpretation of what he's saying. I think that you're carrying water for your boy a little bit right now, running a little Mickey G PR. I think he said what he said, and look, he obviously stands by what he said. Look, one of the things that I love about the UFC,
he don't give a fuck.
And one of the things I love about the UFC and Dana White is it's one of the last places on earth you can say those things and not have to worry about losing your job. So, I mean, good for him. He's got an opinion just like anybody else has an opinion. Anybody has an opinion that's a left-wing worldview. They can come and say it whenever they want.
I think he was being hyperbolic by saying, like, yeah, we fucked up by letting women vote. But I think he's fucking around. I don't think he literally is like, you think he actually believes women shouldn't vote?
I don't know the guy. I think that he...
What do you think?
I think many a truth is said in jest.
You think he believes women shouldn't vote?
I think that he believes there could be a case made that it was a mistake. I think that there could be a case made that prosperity... I believe there's a case that can be made too, though. So I mean, I'm not saying it in front of millions and millions and millions of people.
Yeah, I don't think he actually believes that.
Well, look, we'd love to get back to a place where one income certainly was good enough, right? I mean, that'd
be a nice thing.
And listen, let's be the change we want to see in the world here, people, all right? Let's take the good parts out of what somebody said and amplify that instead of the bad parts, Like, we're always looking for clickbait here. Instead of taking the negative side and, the clear uber misogyny of the whole thing and let's take the good parts of it and say, yeah, we want a more prosperous, lower cost, more affordable, middle-class world. I think we can all get on board with that. Now, maybe don't need the whole, turn women into our kitchen slaves, but, I mean...
Right. He was sticking the word kitchen a little hard. I felt it too.
Yeah.
But I think he was saying more I mean, I know so many women who are they like the traditional gender roles where the man, is the breadwinner, the woman, does more traditionally women things. You know what I mean?
I think.
But if you're a woman and doesn't want to do that, that's cool too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But I wonder how many women think they don't want to do that because they've been told by some sort of authority figure in school that that's bad for them to want to do.
You're a dumb woman. You can you can do whatever you want. There's nothing wrong with You
know who tends to want to stay home with the kids? Older women who have had kids. They're like, why would I ever want to leave? And also the idea, it's not as financially viable as people think it is for you and your spouse to both work. Then you have to pay someone to watch your kids. So now you're losing that money anyway, and you're losing the time with your kid. And somebody that you don't know is raising your kid during their most formative years. I am a big believer in the nuclear family. I think, all jokes aside, there is something to be said for, one of the parents staying home and raising the kids. I think we've kind of gotten away from, as the Brits like to say, we've lost the plot. We've kind of gotten away from the whole idea of this thing is to bring up the next generation and bring them up correctly.
Right.
And this idea that you need to make $200,000 between two people just to raise your kids. Why? So you can put them in a $40,000 a year freaking preschool and lose all that money anyway? It doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh shit, was that in the mic? My bad. Sorry, just this brute seltzer so good. Anyway, G, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm cracking my delicious beverage.
What beverage is that?
Oh, it's brute seltzer,
Ever since you've gotten these glasses, I fucking hate you. I gotta be honest. I fucking hate you since you got. They look great. They do look good, but man, oh man.
Hate me because you ain't me?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. This character or whatever it is. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. This is like fucking, what are you, like a high school bully or something?
Actually
Stop
love
copying
it.
me.
I'm a huge fan.
You're a huge fan of this?
I love it, yeah.
Jesus fucking
He's sticking
Christ.
up for us over here.
What the fuck? He fucking shows up
Got my
20 minutes
boys.
fucking late.
No.
sits there
I was
eating like an
3
asshole.
minutes early, but I laid on that couch and ate because I hadn't done that yet.
You hadn't done that yet?
No, because I've been doing fucking gangster shit all
Did today
day.
sneak up on you?
No, I've been doing gangster shit all
Like
day.
getting a haircut?
Yeah.
That's gangster as fuck, bro.
Yeah, because I got to go to Medellin, Colombia, my
Yeah,
friend.
bro. So you got the fucking high and tight.
Whoa,
Racist. You got the high and tight.
Whoa.
You
Cut
got
that
the-
part out. Cut that part out.
Oh, I'm totally not a DA haircut. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not a Fed. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I got to look good on camera, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Nailed it. Look
Yeah.
good on camera a half hour earlier next time, huh?
I was 3 minutes early, but I wanted to lay a little bit, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I was at the gym for hours.
Well, we didn't do a pre-production. So what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the fights that are happening tonight, or
Oh, please. What's up with this cocaine? Is there cocaine in the White House? Did Hunter Biden leave it?
well, there's cocaine in the White House. That's literally never happened before. Kind of a big deal.
All right, so how did we find out there was cocaine in the White House?
Somebody left it. They left a bag of cocaine in the White
Who found
House.
it and who talked about it?
Well, it was found apparently in the library, which is kind of a wild place to leave your bag of coke.
Well, someone maybe needed to do a lot of reading.
I guess so. Somebody was really
Speed
super
reading,
into-
right? Who found it?
Cocaine found in the West Wing. Well, they thought it was anthrax or something like that. So somebody called it. There was like a powder laying over there, and they thought it was like some sort of.
Wasn't Hunter Biden just there?
Literally, yes. That's the whole. Like, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of. It writes itself. Like, you can't.
Oh, it was probably Hunter's cocaine.
I don't.
Hunter likes to party.
Dude, it drives me out of my mind.
Isn't there countless videos of Hunter Biden smoking crack?
He videoed himself smoking crack.
Yeah.
With guns.
That's
and
some player shit.
And underage hookers.
Really?
Yeah.
Underage hookers?
Underage hookers.
What, do you have their fucking school IDs in the video?
No, but apparently they were like really super underage. Like, there's no way you could be like
Oh, well.
children.
That's gangster shit.
Yeah, as you heard
that's
it here
not gangster
first.
shit.
Mickey Gall.
I know,
That's gangster
no.
shit.
I never said that hanging out with underage girls was gangster shit.
The great Mickey Gall signs off on cocaine and underage hookers as long as you can get away with it.
You guys heard. I didn't do that. You guys heard.
We can't rewind.
You guys heard
things.
the truth.
It's already been established.
No,
We
they
can't-
heard.
we
I
can't
never
rewind
said
things.
that.
It's
I
been
said I was doing
established.
gangster shit all day, like being at the gym and being a fucking savage.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Biden, I don't agree with your actions, sir. And I ought to get Scrappy and Ryan to go hunt your ass down.
That'd be
for
what's
some
up.
real fucking
We do
people.
need-
So he's a pedophile?
Dude, he's wild. This guy, there's like
What are
nothing
all the,
this guy won't do.
what's all the things that's bad about Hunter Biden? And again,
Well, there's things that are bad but aren't necessarily illegal, and then there's things that are like super illegal, and it's insane. And it just drives me crazy because we had like Billy D. Billy D gave up how many years of his life? Right?
for one crime.
It drives me out of my mind. This guy commits crime after crime. Like, the dude is already under investigation for all his crimes and is walking into daddy's home with an 8-ball, and it's like, whatever. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
Put it on my tab. Yeah, well, you know, that shit drives me out of my fucking mind, man.
Yeah.
There's people that are gonna go to jail this weekend for getting caught with a bag. This dude walks in, but meanwhile, there's motherfuckers that walked through the Capitol on January 6th, walked through the building that their taxes paid for.
We're gonna have one on soon.
3 years of their lives gone.
Yeah.
That's it. This motherfucker breaks a new international law every weekend, and the media won't even cover it. The cops won't
And
investigate
I wonder if people look at it and see all the people like hating on Hunter Biden and think like, you know, separate the sins of the son from the sins of the father. But like if Hunter Biden's doing a bunch of cocaine, that doesn't mean anything on Joe Biden, right?
That's what their argument is.
But if he's making deals with fucking other countries saying my father's right here, my father this, my father
Pay
that,
up
and
or
my
else.
father's gonna make this go through or make this happen.
Yep.
Now that's fucked up.
It's happening. They're both happening.
I know.
I don't think one happens
But
without the other.
I'm just saying the drugs and the smoking, the crack and shit. Like only like someone who's silly would be like, oh, that shows that how could he run a country if he can't run his own family? Like that's people make their own decisions. There's a separation between that.
I disagree with that.
Why?
Like, so when Clinton was cheating on his wife, right? To me, that shows something. There shows like a one.
Man, I just feel that's a real slippery slope, G. But you continue what you're saying with that. But from my keep going.
No, please.
I think, you can't. I have people in my family who have had drug addiction and certain things like that.
So do I.
That doesn't mean there's an issue with the parenting. I think that's if we're gonna get into it,
sure.
If you're gonna ask me, I think a lot of like addiction and stuff like that is a connectivity issue. Mm-hmm. It's when people don't feel that, like we talked about it with depression, like where you don't feel that connectivity with other people. You don't feel that sense of community, that camaraderie, those type of things. You feel that's when I think drug addiction. Also, people are predisposed to being more addicted to certain things. And other than that. I think connectivity is a big part of it.
I agree with you.
Right, but I don't think it could be the most loving, awesome, perfect parent. But a kid is gonna you can't control what a kid is completely. You can't control a kid. You can't control a kid by any point. So if that kid has drug problems, you don't blame the parent for that. I don't agree with that.
I agree with what you're saying, but when you put that kid then in a position of authority or have them doing work on behalf of the family business, then you don't get that benefit of the doubt anymore.
Sure.
When that kid is now doing business internationally on behalf of the father.
Right. I agree with you on that point. But what I was saying was when you don't hold him doing shit with the coke and the drugs and be like, oh, he can't control his own family. How can he control this nation or whatever? Yeah. You know what I mean? I think there's a difference. But yes, if then he's saying, all right, put my son in, he's good for this, and then you're seeing other reckless behavior, then it's not good.
Yeah, and look,
you get what I'm saying. You get the difference in what we were.
I understand completely. I think the line that gets crossed is when that person puts that addict in a position where it affects everybody.
Of course.
Everybody has different things in their family. Everybody has things that at home, when they brought up back in the day when they brought up Sarah Palin's daughter getting pregnant at like 17.
Yeah, that's not on fucking now. Sarah.
Or it is. Who cares? Maybe their family doesn't think it's a big deal. Maybe their family
maybe they like to fuck.
Whatever, That to me is neither here nor there. But when you're doing wild shit like in the people's place, that's where I'm like, all right.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Also, the whole thing with like Clinton, what
him cheating.
What pissed me off about that is it's just like, bro, how sloppy are you? Like this just makes it so easy for other people to blackmail you. If you're being that sloppy, you know what I mean? Like then China gets a picture of this and is like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, so he's extortable.
100%. You've
opened yourself up. You're vulnerable.
So that's what when I look at Biden, I don't look at a guy that is like, oh, poor guy, this is...
Talking Hunter or Joe?
Hunter. I don't look poor guy. I look at him as a liability, man.
For sure.
This is to all of us, this is a liability, dude. This guy
what's his role then?
Nobody can ascertain.
Nobody can ascertain.
He doesn't have like a real role. Now he's like a professional painter now. That's like what he does. Uh-huh. Yeah, and his paintings go for millions of dollars.
I bet he's good.
Millions of dollars. It's the most, but it's like the world's most obvious.
He's like Jimi Hendrix. He gets all fucked up and he fucking makes magic happen.
He makes little watercolor.
I couldn't think of a good druggy artist.
Jim Morrison?
No. I'm talking like painter.
Adolf
Picasso
Hitler?
Fuck with? Right, Adolf.
Should have been a better painter. Would have been better for everybody. Would have been better for Omri's family, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little better painter.
Omri, what are your pronouns?
My pronouns are he, him, Mick. Why do you ask?
I was just wondering.
He, him.
Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to point out that if Hitler had been a better painter, I would not be here. I am a product of the Holocaust. I would.
Are you saying you're grateful for Hitler?
A little bit.
Kind of sounded that way.
You gave me everything I have.
How about that?
Omri are
you're the flower that grows after the fire.
Our Jewish Israeli producer loves Hitler.
Mossad.
Interesting. Guys,
you can be grateful for something without loving the person that gave it to you.
Oh, so you don't love Hitler?
No, I don't love Hitler. No.
All right, just to clear that up.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, just to get things back on track. Christian, I sent you some Hunter Biden paintings if you want to pull them up. Just a quick.
I actually got one right here. I found this one, but I'll pull up the ones
Look
that
at that
said.
Picasso.
Can you
Look
see
at
that,
him.
Omri? What do you think?
Who that? That sounds like that green light again.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? You get an email, Christian?
No.
Mm-hmm. You've got mail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a level of corruption, and again, you just think about this stuff, and you're like, man, how much money in taxes did you pay after your last fight?
I don't know, man. I've gotten banged out by the tax man before. I don't even want to say.
Going to those guys, bro. Your money bought that bag.
Oh.
So it kind of is like nuts to me, the level of corruption all of us have just become accustomed to.
I bought a couple kilos over the years for these motherfuckers. Fuck,
dude. There's a bomb blowing up in Russia somewhere right now that says courtesy of Mickey Gall on it. That's yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I didn't need this. I could have never used this money better.
I would have used it for good.
Yeah, I would have bought a boat.
Yeah.
Buy boats, not bombs. Buy boats, not bombs. That's the South Florida way, baby.
Speaking of, well, that's not totally true. We were lighting off some bombs last night.
Backyard artillery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is the 5th of July.
Breaking kayfabe.
Breaking kayfabe a little bit. But yesterday was the 4th of July. And you know what? We had a good fucking day.
Great day. Tell you what.
Got up. You went to the gym early after being out late the night before.
Well, let's say with what you said is a technically accurate statement. I didn't do anything at the gym, but I did go to record you.
I was gonna get into that. But we went to the gym, got up early like a real one, came through the gym, recorded some of my rounds, back sparring, did the whole practice 10 rounds. You recorded, and then you fell asleep in the lounge.
I did. You were taking a very long time to get ready after you were done.
There was a line in the shower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to get squeaky clean. But so then I went back in and a couple people come up to me and were like, hey, your boy's in there snoring. And anyone who knows G, like when you talk about sawing logs, talk about buzz sawing logs, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hear G fucking like doing the damn thing. They were like, yeah, we're gonna wake him up or we're gonna take a video. One guy did take a video.
I think a couple guys took videos. Yeah, but you know what though? Hey, look, you fall asleep in public, all's fair.
Yeah.
I'm actually halfway surprised there wasn't like a dick on my forehead or anything like that. Or, like somebody dragged their balls across my.
Nah, none of that.
It's one of my favorite wrestler things. Like they put their balls on your chin. It's like, he's gay.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I was just sleeping.
You just sexually assaulted me, bud.
Speaking of falling asleep, should we get Ben up here, or what do you guys think?
Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. But yeah, then went home. We had some nice food. And then G proceeded to sleep another 4 hours.
I did, and I was still tired later at night. I don't know what the hell happened, man.
And we got up. We went over to our boys Christos and Antonio's house.
Spartans.
Yeah, we went over to Sparta.
Yo, what a burger that dude throws together,
bro. Christos does not fuck around.
What a burger. That was a legitimately great burger.
Yeah.
That was a fun night.
It was a good night. It was a nice chill night. It was chill, you know what I mean? We didn't go crazy. We didn't do no debauchery. I had these delicious brute seltzers to drink instead, which are fucking good, dude.
Yeah, hey, these are really good. If you like the Celsiuses and the Alohas and stuff like that, give this a try.
News.
The Alanis, they're really good.
Brute seltzer, I think it's even better. I think now let's talk about it. I think it tastes kind of like Gatorade. Yeah, like almost like a seltzery, like a bubbly Gatorade, like a lemon lime.
It's weird. But I have like a lychee flavor almost.
Lychee,
like you ever go to like a Japanese place, like nice lychee?
Yeah.
Lychee martini.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, very delicious. But that was my J4 beverage. Then we're out there lighting off bombs in the backyard. I got a healthy fear about of fireworks. Like I always have, growing up down like in
JPP got you 3 reasons why you need to pay attention.
He gave me 3 fucking reasons why I've blown off his fingers.
Yeah.
Giant Super Bowl champion JPP. Shout out, appreciate you, dog.
Yep, all pro.
But yeah, I always been like a little like nervous about it. Like I don't trust. How does a spark not go off and blow something up on the inside? Like
totally can.
It just seems like also. And now here's the thing. I enjoyed watching some of the fireworks last night because they're very up close. But I also feel like it's almost like people are like, oh, I love watching the fireworks.
Yep.
I'm like, why? Like, you seen one, you seen two, seen all people like just sitting there like, hey, dude, look, their fireworks. It's like you're a little, like, you know what I mean? Like, I bet you fucking got all your boosters, didn't you?
Looking real boosted over here. Looking real boosted. Yeah, there's fireworks every Friday in minor league baseball. Friday night fireworks is like the one game a week where you can think more than 40 people will be there. So it's like
they came out for the works. Huh?
They come out for the work. So it does. It gets a little old, but I tell you, after the last couple years in Jersey, New York, just driving around, seeing all the American flags, seeing people of all colors, all races out there wearing their American stuff, popping the fireworks. Feels good to be around people that like this country, man. Feels good to be around people that want to like be a part of this great experiment. I dig it. I'm so sick of that other shit. I'm so fucking, if you hate it that much, you go on Twitter and it's like, remember, this is a day that celebrates the theft of land from indigenous. Shut the fuck up. Go move to the Amazon if you want to be indigenous.
And that's the thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like that. You know, we got up and we went around some fighting, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we did on 4th of July, and that's the reason why we got this fucking place. That's the reason why we got this fucking holiday, because some fucking men stood up, and fucking, you know, they took their fucking land and took freedom and took opportunity.
Fucked around and found out. Brits fucked around and found out. Yeah, and oddly enough, you're hanging out with like Brits all day.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I noticed they weren't so stoked on 4th of July.
They weren't big on 4th of July.
The
Aussies,
it's almost
awesome. The Aussies like, we should have went all the way and got rid of the Brits completely. But you're still kind of British.
Yeah.
You still got the flag.
But the Brits were kind of like, no, I don't really celebrate. I'm like, I bet you don't, because this is the whole, we fucking whooped your ass. That's what we're celebrating today,
Leighton the Swan Vassell is like, happy Traders Day.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. I was like, yeah. This is
Big Swan.
This is a great day for us ungrateful plebs. Yeah, that's right. Get back to your island over there, man.
Yo, you know what else Christo said yesterday that I thought was like really brilliant? He's talking about like the vax thing, and he's like, so pro-choice, you know, you're like, it's okay to choose to kill a baby, but you're not allowed to choose whether to take a fucking shot or not.
That's right. Medical freedom only is like, you're free to believe whatever you want.
The hypocrisy of that.
You're free to do.
The hypocrisy of that is so outrageous.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It really is.
Like, I remember in the beginning of this, like, people in my family being like, what the fuck happened to my body, my choice? Mm-hmm. No, not anymore now.
No, you can't even not wear a seatbelt in your own car. My body, my choice literally only means you have the choice to do whatever you want, as long as it's what we want you to do. Yeah. Then if you choose what we want you to do, you have the choice to do it. But as long as you're choosing to not do what we want you to do, you know, you're a threat to democracy. You're a dangerous disinformationer. Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's absolute insanity. And even worse than that, Mick, it's not even like let's say that you wanted to take it. God forbid you just had a question about it. It's like, hey, man, this new thing came out. You can look it up. There was, I want to say it was in Denver, but I could be wrong. The CDC is now caught changing death certificates that mentioned adverse side effects to the vaccine. So people that died, and somewhere along the diagnosis on their way out, there had been mention of adverse side effects. The CDC we'll just take the old eraser,
a little redaction,
we'll just cross that off the list there. Yeah, man, they say the cover-up is worse than the crime, but this is like, and again, it's one of these things where I have a very hard time, much harder time, obviously, than everybody else, living in a world where these people just get away with it. Like, I don't understand how everybody's okay with it. I don't understand how everybody got away with everything. Everything they did, whether it was looting stores, burning buildings to the ground, fucking selling state secrets, bringing in an 8-ball to the White House. They just get away with everything. And then some people walk through January 6th, the greatest threat to our democracy of all time. Shut it down.
Sound like Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, shut it, yeah. 1776 will commence again. Dude, it's just like, we were talking again with Christos last night. And what's his name? His wife. Great.
Vicky.
No, Antonio.
Antonio and Anna.
Anna,
was,
yeah. She's awesome. And they're going back and forth about like flat earth and she's like, you're crazy. And he's like, you're crazy. And I'm sitting here going, I just don't know. I don't know. I'd like to say you're crazy, bro. I'd like to say you're
but who
insane.
the fuck knows, man?
I've lost all faith in the system. I've lost all faith. I have no idea.
Yeah, nah, you can't really just take anything.
Lizards in Antarctica? I don't know. Never been there.
Yeah.
I
didn't see them or not see them.
It doesn't make sense, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How much? If this Coke thing doesn't go away, for a fact.
Doesn't go away?
Yeah. If this is like the thread that starts to unravel, where people are just like, all right, this is too far. The guy has to be held accountable for desecrating the sanctity of the White House or whatever. Even though these guys are probably having like, can you imagine the parties happening at the White House? Can you imagine like the dignitaries that are coming over? We have a friend of ours who he goes to the Middle East all the time and hangs out with dignitaries, and he's told us stories about them having bricks of cocaine you got to break off with your knee, and he's hanging out with these A-listers and these dignitaries and these celebs just like ripping pure. You're sitting here going, and then they have the balls to come back and put people away forever.
Yeah.
It's like, let's rock. Let's just do this thing, man. Like, can we just do this thing? Like, let's just rock out. Let's just do it.
What was the Blasio news you wanted to touch on before?
Well, they're broken up.
Good and Ben back over here.
So, de Blasio's and his wife, they're both communists, actual communists. They met as part of like a communist.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he did a great job for the city, obviously. But she was a lesbian.
Remind me, your opinion of communists?
Not great.
Not great?
Not great. I would, yeah. I think they are the greatest threat to human prosperity.
People forget about communists. That used to be a much bigger thing. Like that was fucking J. Edgar Hoover's like whole basic fight, like the whole like McCarthyism and all that shit. Like nowadays, like we kind of, it's been good enough, or at least it's been hidden or suppressed, or you know what I mean.
They rebranded.
They rebranded.
They rebranded.
What? Okay.
So like it's not communism anymore. It's democratic socialism, or it's stakeholder capitalism. Same shit. It's just a rebrand. And again, that's when I meet.
All right, so watch out for but they're like boldly, proudly going by these names.
Yeah, 100%. It's more of a religion than it is like politics at this point. But this is like how these people identify who's good and who's bad in this binary world of good and evil. You're either part of the good guys, you're an angel, or you're part of the bad guys, you're a demon.
But now, people who voted for JFK were not communists.
No.
At all.
No, so the Democrats, like, or like I should say the more progressives, they always like talking about this idea that the party switched. The party switched. It's the biggest fucking lie ever in history. So then you'll say, okay, so the party switched, so FDR is really a Republican? Oh, absolutely not. No, the best president of all time. Okay. But
Who's the best president of all time, FDR?
Well, in their minds, yeah.
Okay.
None of this stuff is concrete. It's what you think the role of government should be. Right? Like I think the role of government should be limited to very, very, very small things. I think most government should happen at the local level. I don't think somebody born in New York who works in DC knows what's best for us here in South Florida.
Right.
So local government should have, a lot more say than it does.
Yeah.
But this idea that the party switched is nuts. But what's happening now is a party switch. All of the Bush, quote unquote, neocons, Cheney, Bill Kristol, all these guys that helped engineer the Patriot Act, which Joe Biden helped usher in.
Joe Biden.
They're all Joe Biden now. So all these guys, it's pretty wild. And I'm a little older than you, but I remember people that protested Bush. No blood for oil, no unnecessary wars, and rightfully so protested Bush. Now defend Biden, even though it's all the same people.
Huh.
They've just gone from Republican to Democrat. The neocons, it's kind of that whole idea of the uniparty thing. And what's even fucked up, this is how callous these people are. They pulled out of Afghanistan because they knew that the politics of Americans killing brown people had become so unpopular. Where's the new war? Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
Same money, same spend, just no brown people. So now it's okay.
So what's up with de Blasio? He's got news.
So him and his Him and his missus are announcing a separation. She's going
Why
back.
are we talking about that?
She's going back to being a lesbian. They're living in the same house. They're not moving out. They're seeing other people. And
Whatever works. Is that her?
yes. And even more so, she stole $1 billion.
With a B.
Yeah, $850 million unaccounted for. He put her in charge.
Bill Blasio brilliant.
Well, Bill de Blasio, by the way, not his real name.
No.
Warren Wilhelm. He thought it was too German sounding, so he changed.
He was right.
his
He was
name.
right. He became an ital from.
Look at this though. 850 mil gone. See ya.
If I ever get in trouble, I'm just gonna say I can't account for that.
There's been an accounting error.
I just can't account for it.
There's been an accounting error. 850 million gone.
Or if like you get caught on camera doing something, you just be like, nah, that guy's impersonating me. That's not me. I know. Look, it's crazy how much it looks like me, but
Dude.
like, no, it's not me.
Yeah, it's like you get hemmed up, and then you're like, did I mention I'm a Democrat? Oh, thank you. Just take these. That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just take these off. That'd be great. Yeah, I'll be donating to the campaign. It's that nuts. 850 million gone, kaput. So they're separating without divorcing, because then if they divorce,
You got to look at her financials.
there you go. Look at that.
Damn.
Look
Wow.
at that.
How convenient.
So you go your way, I go my way. We both hit on some chicks together, and we just don't let anybody know about the old financials.
Yeah.
What does that sound, huh?
Yeah.
Fun goal.
Yeah. Well,
Unbelievable.
Yeah. The boss is like, yeah, we'll just get a bunch of chicks up in this bitch.
Yeah, it'll
Like,
be a party.
You get a girl, I get a girl. Whatever,
be a
whatever,
commie
we
party.
trade, you know what I mean?
It's like Obama said in his third memoir that he used to read Marx to get women. I'm like, who are these women that are like being wooed by communism? Like, is this how easy it is in college campuses?
Sounds lit.
These Ivy Leagues? I don't know. It's like Dariush. That's why that's why I love the UFC. Guys like Dariush and Strickland and these guys have no problem getting up and just fucking letting it fly. Dariush is the man.
Yeah.
Fucking man. Love when you give that dude the mic. Just let him go.
Dariush, huh?
Yeah. When he gets the mic. I don't know him as a human being.
Well, like what have you heard him say that you like from Dariush?
Oh, dude, when he tells people what it is, he tells them what's what. He's been around.
You sure we're talking about the right guy?
100%. The
I heard him-
Armenian.
Correct.
Dude. Yeah.
I heard him when he was in Abu Dhabi, in the Muslim Abu Dhabi. We're like, Jesus is the only one. That's what he said. I've been there. He was like, Jesus is the he.
He's got those balls, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It was in New York. I think it was at MSG, and he was like telling people, it was like, "This look around your streets. This is what your taxes get you." Like,
Yeah.
Dariush is a real one.
Yeah,
he
fuck
wants
yeah.
all that smoke. Man.
I like Benil a lot too.
And he's a toughie. He's a tough dude.
Yeah. I remember when he first came in the UFC. And you're right. It was years ago because he fought Charlie Brenneman, who I'd trained with. And this is like I might not even have had amateur fights yet at this point. Like I remember when he first came in, he was already like a jiu-jitsu stud. Yeah, I remember.
Dariush.
Old Benny Dariush. Yeah, I'm glad that you like him and like know about him and shit. Because I feel like he goes under the radar a lot. Well, but he's absolutely one of the best in the world.
Well, I think because he says the things that he say, they don't promote him. You know, like the whole quote unquote mainstream media. You know, they silence guys like that because they're not approved to the regime. Another big thing that happened this past weekend, so it'll be old news by the time this comes out. A judge said the Biden administration has to stop coordinating censorship with social media. And people went nuts with that. But it also just went to show again that it's been the administration, our own government, violating the First Amendment, working with social media companies, not named Elon Musk, Twitter, to silence opposition. Approved thought. Wild.
Crazy,
Wild.
man.
And that's why when Elon and Zuckerberg have that fight, there it is. Federal judge to Biden administration. Stop telling social media sites to limit free speech. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy that a judge has to tell the United States government to not silence its own people.
First
This is the type
Amendment, yeah.
This is the type of shit you used to hear about in Soviet Russia, man. This is the type of shit you hear about in China. This doesn't happen here. This doesn't happen here. It's wild, man.
I'm trying not to burp into the mic now because I feel like I've gone to that well enough. But this brute seltzer, I've drank 2 of them.
How?
They're so fucking good. But they're making me burp. But it feels good.
That's 400 milligrams of caffeine, brother.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'll fall asleep tonight. I'll tucker myself out later.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
I've had like 2 sips and I can just feel my heart beating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like the way you said that so soft. I can feel my heart beating.
Ladies, do you feel my heart?
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, you want to come over here, Benny Boop?
Who you got?
Benny
Who you
Boop
got
up
in
in
the Elon and Zuckerberg fight of the millennium there?
I mean, I got to go with Zuck.
Really?
I feel like I'd like Elon more.
Yeah.
I would like to see
Elon
I would
Musk.
like to see Elon, but I feel like I saw Zuck's been training, so he has a foot. He has a foot up on him. He's up right now. He's up on him. I haven't seen Elon do any training. I saw he just linked up with GSP and Danaher over in Texas. But Elon's been, he's been fucking around doing a little MMA. I think he did a jiu-jitsu tournament and stuff. So, look, I've said this before. If you do jiu-jitsu consistently for a fucking year, you are gonna have a superpower over 99% of the people. Every person who doesn't train at all, you're gonna have an advantage over them, right? So right now he's got the advantage. I don't know how much. Those pictures are hilarious. I don't know how much fucking Elon can. I don't know when this fight's gonna happen. I don't know how serious each one of them are gonna take it. But I would say right now the smart bet would be Zuck, huh?
I don't know,
disagree?
man. I think Elon's a lot bigger, more like barrel-chested. I also think.
Is he athletic?
See, this is the thing. Elon wasn't always rich, though. He comes from South Africa. I got a feeling Elon might have scrapped once or twice in the early days. Maybe got a little handsy. I don't know.
I don't know. They both seem like nerds.
Yeah, what I am hoping for is that this thing starts. They start squaring up, circling around, and then out of nowhere we hear like the Stone Cold music, and it's Jeff Bezos walking down. Have you seen Bezos lately? Fucking yoked.
Yeah.
Bezos is the guy ready to rock.
And that's Amazon?
Yeah, Bezos got divorced, got himself like a hot little 23-year-old Miami Cuban, and he looks like El Chapo Rocco, bro. This guy's like, he's locked and loaded. Pull up Bezos looking fucking yoked. He's yacked, man.
Hey, how about I teach a submission?
Look at Bezos.
I'll teach a submission, defense and offense on this program right now.
Sure. So
how about that for the visual listeners? For the visual listeners.
If we've got Elon listening right now, we're rooting for you, brother.
Yeah. So maybe here I'll teach you a little trick, Elon. There's this one move I'm kind of known for. It's called a rear naked choke.
The CEO of the RNC.
Yeah, when he says CEO of the RNC, that's what he's talking about. So we have our buddy Ben, Good End Ben here. How are you, sir? How the heck are you? One of our great producers.
Great.
Why don't we do this up here?
I'll do it up there.
Yeah, I think so.
Think?
I think so.
I think that's cool.
All right.
Yeah, I got a feeling that's.
Nah, it'll be fun.
Play.
That'll be fun. So first, I'm gonna show. I'm gonna try and swing this mic. Here, ready? See if I can do this. Oh, it's gonna work great, except for these headphones. All right. Ooh. Actually, I'm taking the headphones off. But here, let me know if I sound shitty.
No, you sound good.
All right. So right here. How are you, buddy? You all right? You good? It's all right. First, we went over this a little bit before. People were talking about how to get out of the rear naked choke, right?
Wait, Mick, hold on. Ben, just look to the camera and consent to what's happening here. I am Ben Castro, and I
am Ben Castro.
I have a sound body in mind.
I am fully conscious, and I am allowing Mickey to put me to sleep.
Okay, cool. That works for me.
Well, no, first, look. So ready? Here. If you put someone in a choke, you want to bring this across. What we want to do is we want to cut off the carotid arteries, right? So if I come here, if I do a bad job, I can leave that arm up here, right? What I want to do is I want to put this behind his head, and then I want to cover this. So now, Ben, go and try and find one of my hands to grab. You can't. By the time you try and find something, you're going out. But if I go like this, if anyone else is in a choke, if you reach your hand up, pull that down, and I'll use the other hand, pull the other one off. Look at that.
Hey, 2-on-1. Nice job.
That's a little
Good job.
defense. So you can rewind that and watch. But if I get this in, now I'm going to have my bicep is going to cut off this carotid, and my forearm's going to cut off this carotid artery. Right? And I'm going to put the hand behind his head, and then I'm going to start to squeeze. Right? So I just applying a little bit of pressure, and I start to squeeze here.
Tap out, Ben. Tap out, Ben. Tap out, Ben. Ben, tap out. Tap out, tap out, tap out,
Is
tap out.
sleeping. Yeah, I'm not choking him. I'm just holding him.
He's awake.
No, he's not. He's coming back.
He's back.
How'd that feel, bud?
Whoa. Wait. Holy shit.
You just felt like you lost a little time, huh?
Whoa, I didn't even realize. Whoa. That was really crazy.
How'd that feel?
Whoa, holy shit. Wait, I just completely lost what I was doing.
You just lost a little bit of time. We just choked you out on camera. Remember?
Now you totally get what David Carradine was into, huh?
Whoa.
Did it feel kind of cool?
Whoa, yeah, wow.
Do not try this at home, people. People, do not try this at home. Just because
right?
Ben says it feels cool.
Yeah, don't try it.
Do not. Mickey Gall is a trained professional.
What do you remember? Come on the pod and talk about it.
Sit down.
Whoa. I can't believe you just did. That's crazy.
You spit up a little bit, but it's all right.
Did I?
A little drool. It's all right.
You're just like.
How long was I out for?
How long does it feel like you're out for?
I honestly felt like I just was in a dream.
That's what it feels like,
I literally thought I was just in a dream. Shit all over me?
You're good.
Hey, bud, do you need to wake up? Have you been recently choked out by a pro fighter?
Try it. Tell me
Brute
what
seltzer.
let me know what you think.
Try it out.
Brute seltzer. Help you regain consciousness.
Holy shit! That's amazing!
He's back.
I'm back, baby!
He's back.
My ball's gone.
All right, so you felt like, how long did you feel like you're out? You said you felt like you were in a dream? Did you have a dream?
Yeah, I did. Literally
What'd
had
you
a
dream?
dude, I literally dreamed about going to the store and picking up like ice cream.
Yeah. That happens. That's so funny you just said that.
There's no way people are gonna believe
Can I tell
that.
you something? Yeah, probably not. Here's the thing. You were out. Right as I felt you lose consciousness, I stopped. And I kept you, I only had you asleep for like 4 to 5 seconds. That's it. But it's like sometimes people will go out and they'll live like a whole fucking like month in their brain. Yeah.
No,
That's crazy.
I literally
That's some Black Mirror shit.
Yeah,
Well, they
that
say
was
like REM
crazy.
cycle, you're like you only actually dream for like seconds of your REM cycle, even though however long it feels when you're
Yeah, but it feels like a lot longer. But no, it was it was very quick.
wow, when I woke up, yeah, I'm still like trying to process what just happened.
What'd you feel when you woke up?
I started sweating. I
you
will
were in
say that.
you were in the middle of being murdered. That's what happened.
I started sweating, and then I honestly forgot that we're doing this.
Yeah.
I forgot that you said that we were. It was really. I
You were
forgot
just like,
that
why
I was,
are you behind me? Why are you?
No, literally, I completely forgot that we even were gonna do this.
But you didn't forget that you gave consent to do it, though, right?
Correct.
Do you remember saying that before you did it?
I remember that.
Yeah.
The last
Because he
thing
did
I
look like he
remember
passed
is-
away. He definitely looked like he passed away on camera.
Well, listen, what happens is it cuts,
way
off,
you were,
it
like,
cuts off the
choking.
blood flow to your brain, right? It cuts off the carotid arteries, and your brain isn't getting enough blood. So for whatever fucking reason, it's the same thing like when people get punched in the chin, your body's like, all right, we need to save resources, go to sleep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, the blood is also, it's deprived of blood. That's why you're doing that like kind of like that snory, sleepy
Oh,
thing.
I know it.
Yeah,
I know it well.
I know you do. That's called sleep apnea, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
bad.
yeah, when it takes like a big shot, it kind of is like, all right, we're under attack. We need to reserve resources, and he'll like put you to sleep, which is very counterintuitive because in the fucking real world,
Yeah, this
in the old days, you get a rock gets picked up and you get smashed on
This
your
is what I
head.
need you more than ever, man.
This is what I need an adrenaline rush.
What I
Like,
need
come
to-
on.
Come on, body.
The human body's crazy. But yeah, so that's so you got your carotid arteries were deprived of, your brain was deprived of blood flow for a second.
How long did I like? Because I'll be honest, I remember you going like that, and remember going.
Well, see, I tried to make it comfortable. I didn't like bite down with all my pressure. I wanted to I didn't want to make it too uncomfortable in the beginning.
No, you dude.
It wasn't very painful, right?
there was the most like if I was gonna die, that's how that was easy, man.
You know what else I like about this?
That's my technique.
Finally, people get to see us
Appreciate
with like a normal-sized human being. So I think they always think like we're a lot smaller than we are when they meet us in person.
Damn.
Like, this is what a normal human being looks like, folks. Keep your fucking internet comments coming, please.
Well, thank you guys.
That was
For
cool.
real, that was cool.
No,
so
we're
the
not
last
done yet.
one- yeah, we're not
Now we have a knee bar.
This one's not going to be as pleasant. I'm afraid it's not going to be as pleasant. But I choked my friend out one time. He wanted me to choke him out. We were down the shore, and like we're all fucking sober, whatever. I choke him out, and as he like comes like back to, he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking drunk."
Yeah, dude.
And he was just feeling weird for a second. He thought he was just like fucked up.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was, and then he was like, well, all right. And then you come back. But I've been choked out. I've been choked damn near out where in training where the last second you tap and you lay there and you're just staring at the lights and nothing makes sense. It's like a head rush is like what it feels like.
I mean, this is the danger zone of autoerotic asphyxiation, or like when there's a comic, I'm not going to say his name, great comic. You were talking about kind of the sins of the son, the sins of the father. His son, he like ruined everybody's life. His son apparently, with his girlfriend, she really liked being choked out while she was coming, like while she was orgasming, and then he fucking held on too long one night, and he's in jail, she's dead, and everybody's fucked. But the idea, like, if you really do it
Well,
at the right time.
Carradine, and there's a lot of people.
Well, when we were on Skanks and we talked to
Dr. Drew,
he said it was like opium
said it was like an
addicts.
opioid thing.
Opium addicts. This is like the only way that they can, like, people that have been doing hardcore opium drugs for a long time. The only way they can like achieve climax is at that.
So avoid opiates, kids, and avoid.
But not choking.
No, you should avoid choking as well.
Yeah.
It's not good because if again, like, not to be morbid, but if I held that for a couple minutes,
it's gone.
I could have also
You think
easily
minutes?
done. I think a couple minutes because then you deprive enough blood for long enough, and you cut off the oxygen supply. Yeah,
I bet once he goes out, you break the trach, and I don't think it's minutes, man.
Probably, but I mean, but to be safe, I'm gonna hold that shit for like a couple minutes.
Do not hold that for a couple minutes on a subway. No. Do not do that. If you find yourself in a subway in New York, do not hold that for minutes at a time.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno. Yeah.
And also, a lot of times when people go to do it, they'll bring like the forearm across, and that would have been really painful for him. He would have been like it would have been really bad. But when you cut off with both sides, say again. What'd you say?
It looked pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All I can say is afterwards, when he said he was drunk, I felt like I took a drug that I wasn't supposed to do, and I didn't know what to do.
So
Well, I've heard people say it feels like ketamine. I know. I feel like we're selling this. Yeah. And I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to do.
We're not. We're so far.
I just thought we'd do something fun and fucking viral. I don't know.
Yeah, this is like one of those old school don't do drugs commercials that make drugs look awesome.
Yeah, it's like, you don't want this.
Yeah.
It makes everything better.
I feel like I want to get choked out, Ricky Bobby. What's Dewey? Dewey Cox.
You don't want this, Dewey.
I think I want to try me some of that rear naked choke. Yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, anytime oxygen is getting, that's the whole point of all this stuff, right? Is like, you take a little oxygen out of the brain, it's a whip it, man. Like, you're kind of...
You can, there is a healthy way you can achieve a similar feeling to what Ben did, is through, doing breathing exercises, especially like diaphragmatic breathing.
Yeah, just put your head underwater for 35 seconds.
That won't cut it.
That won't cut it?
No, well, because this one, it's good for you, so you like... Actually, fuck it. I'll show. I've shown this. You can find this on my. During like COVID, I was doing Technique Tuesdays every week, right? And I had me and David Adiv. We showed this whole set of like breathing exercises. And there's one where you like first you clear yourself out, so you exhale for do 30 beats.
Yep.
And then you take a big inhale. You take in new air, and then you. Blow it all out. You blow it all out. You can do like that vacuum where you like suck your stomach in and stuff and hold it for as long as you can. And then you like want to breathe, hold it longer. And then and when you fill back up with air, you get so fucking high.
I've seen the guys, they sit, I've seen yogis and I've also seen jiu-jitsu guys do it where they sit like Indian style or PC version is crisscross
applesauce. I will never say crisscross applesauce.
You said crisscross applesauce like a good native savage, and you do the breathing, and you see the guy's stomachs like disappear into their like rib cage. They hold it, and then they get out. They're doing like this. It's kind of wild to watch it. To be honest with you, you're doing that in and out thing.
Oh, they start doing like the moving and shit.
Yeah. Little. It's like Lamaze for dudes, bromaz.
You know, a lot of musicians, like the ones that use woodwinds and all that stuff, they have to do huge breathing techniques. And I remember in class, probably elementary school, our band teacher had us all stand up, and we had to do different breathings, like in for 4, out for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And kids would just drop.
Really?
like he would change it. Okay, in for 2 seconds, out for 12 seconds. So you're like, and then you have to hold that out, and kids would just like start just dropping.
Hilarious. That teacher definitely knew not to have them hold it for longer than 10, but it was like, try 15.
For sure.
Go for 20, you fucking idiots.
Kids are getting a little rowdy. They won't listen to them. It's like, all right, hey, who wants to play the breathing game?
Yeah, exactly. But hey, thank you guys so much. That was really sick.
Yeah,
Got it. Ben Castro, ladies and gentlemen.
Good and Ben.
One time,
Benny Boot, my man. Give me
one
five.
time at band camp. Nice job.
Yeah,
man.
time at band camp.
Way to not die.
Yeah. Thanks for not dying.
That was great. Yeah. But did you die? Oh man,
I'm excited to see that video, Christian.
Feels kind of good choking guy out again, doesn't it? Been a long time, bud. When was the last time you choked somebody out?
Yeah, man, it's been a little bit.
Been a little bit. Did you feel a little blood pumping to the
pee-pee? Get a little hard?
Little blood to the pee-pee? Little blood to the pee-pee?
It was actually the first time I got to watch the front of him as I was doing it. So I could look in the camera here and kind of watch him.
You're gonna enjoy watching that back with a smile from ear to ear, like a fucking serial killer, like a.
You know, a lot of my closest friends have said if I wasn't raised right, they think I'd be a serial killer.
There's still time, bud.
But I was raised right, bro. I'm all love. Mickey G is all love.
Yeah, bro.
But love will make you do crazy things.
I'm the man in the mirror. Yeah, I one bad day, right? And that's the whole Joker story. One bad day. All it takes is one bad day.
Nah.
No?
I'm a good guy.
Except that, what was it? Unless it's the wicked?
Oh, I'm an angel of death to the wicked. That was a true. You know that was a true story.
I didn't ask to look like this, but I would have. It was fucking great. I literally was like, what is happening right now? I'm at a loss.
I told you. I came in. I put the glasses on. I was like, yo, I'm in character right now.
Let's go. You didn't tell me. You just were like, let me do something. I was like, okay. And then you started, and I'm like, okay.
Well, that was a true story. That I have had. Oh, whatever. I have had many waitresses come up and ask me if I'm a model.
Yeah, and even more waiters. It's Miami, baby.
Miami.
Hey, yeah. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I mean, I personally, man, I take it as a great compliment when gay guys hit on me, man.
You do?
I really do. To the point where there was this one gay dude who would like flirt with me all the time, and then I knew like I was gaining some weight when he stopped flirting with me, and it hurt my feelings.
Did you start like flirting with him
a little bit? That point? A little bit, I'd saunter. I'd saunter past.
You'd like shake your hips at him.
What's up, Jorge? Hey, Jorge, you got a haircut, huh?
Hey, looking good, George.
Nothing back this way. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And
if you see anything, just shout it out.
Just hey, look.
See anything you like, shout it out.
Just go ahead, man. No, okay. And I'm like, all right, well, what is it? Haircut? Got to go tanning. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean, Big G?
Yeah, lose more than you win, baby. But it's life.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Christian? Anything good? You want to get choked out, bud?
Not really. Nah, I'm cool.
Why not, pussy?
Oh, now I have to get choked out.
He's just gonna get slapped by my counter.
Shut up, Omri. I'm
Omri.
Here we
let's
go.
talk about it. Let's talk about
Omri
it.
wants some of it. He wants that.
So we got a
Omri comes out of the woodwork.
a little producer beef here.
Producer beef.
We think now Christian is adamant that he will fuck up Omri, and Omri's adamant he will fuck up Christian.
That's right. It's Mossad versus amateur MMA. Who you got?
Yeah. So Christian's fought 2 amateur MMA fights,
1 boxing,
and 1 amateur boxing fight. And Omri's been training since how old were you, Omri?
I started training when I was 3 years old.
Kung Fu doesn't count.
It's weird parenting.
All right, and you were in the Israeli army.
He was in the Gaza Strip, so he kind of had to.
Yeah, I was in the IDF.
Raised in the West Bank.
Sure.
Was that the Jersey Shore?
Now, if you just look at from an eye test, like Christian's over here with a 6-pack and stuff. Omri's got a little gut right now. You'd think it'd be Christian, but Omri, if he could use that weight and throw that weight around, bro, it could be a problem.
This is the whole thing.
Now you think your prediction is you'd knock him out with a head kick?
Yeah, probably, or nick a knee or something.
Ooh.
Wait, how tall is Omri? Are you?
5'7", 5'8".
Oh yeah, for sure.
5'7", 5'8". You said you're
How
210 right
how
now.
tall are you, Christian?
5'8".
I have kicked people in the face that were 6'1".
Mm-hmm. I mean, not well, but he has.
Oh no, very well.
Okay.
Very well.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna work out some of the details here.
I feel like we can make this happen.
I feel like we can make this happen real soon. What are we thinking here, guys? Promoter Mickey's coming out right now.
We want to do a boxing match. What do we want to do?
No, full a fucking
Full
fight.
MMA. Okay.
Perhaps in Colombia.
I could almost guarantee I can make this happen in September in Colombia for Empire MMA.
Empire MMA. The slick and thick producer.
Yo,
Let's go.
do it. All right, fuck. I'm gonna
Colombia.
So I'm going to. I'm. If you're listening to this right now,
Yeah.
I'm in Colombia, and this is coming out on Saturday on Gas.
Yep.
So Saturday the 8th on Gas.
Let's get a Kickstarter going because neither of these guys can afford a plane ticket to Colombia. So let's get a Kickstarter going to get them down
I can
there.
barely afford training right now.
You just go out and bum fight, bro. You'll
How
be
about
fine.
neither of us train and we just show up to the fight?
Now you're speaking my
have
language,
something
baby.
to say. If you're watching this on Saturday at Gas, July 8th, tune in to the Empire MMA fights. You can watch them for free on YouTube, and you can watch my full commentary debut.
Right. Hell yeah.
All right, I'll be commentating all the fights. You can watch for free. Just go follow Empire MMA.
It's gonna be
on
sick,
YouTube.
man. It's gonna be
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be out in
Live
Medellin,
from
Colombia.
Medellin, Colombia.
Yeah.
Mickey rocking the Narcos haircut, speaking English. It's gonna be outrageous.
Yo soy gringo.
Yo soy gringo especial. Yeah, man. It's gonna be great. So Empire MMA, and then if it goes well, maybe the people get behind Christian Omri, Slick and Thick, producer battle part.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big show in the end of September, early October, and I think that might be a good date for our producers here to settle this fucking this debate, huh?
Yeah,
Ben,
can you start explaining to Christian what it feels like to wake up from being asleep? Because I think he might need it.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
that was a
Shots
good one.
fired.
That was a good one.
Well, I mean, you could talk to. Ben will give him some information. You never been choked out before, Christian?
Nah, I've never tasted defeat either.
So even though everybody is going to be watching Empire
You
MMA,
never in the gym. You never been.
Never
choked
been
out?
put to sleep.
You're not taking enough. You're tapping too quick.
Oh, way too quick.
You gotta push those limits.
I'm not
brother.
going to sleep.
You gotta push those limits.
I pushed the limits, but I've never gone to sleep.
All right.
But who would you bet on, Mick?
I'm leaning towards you, Christian.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards you,
Mick's
Christian.
an aesthetic guy.
I'm not an aesthetic guy.
I caught hands for you.
Non-aesthetic
I
guy.
caught hands for you.
I'm going with you, Omri. I'm going with you for both your special forces background and your portly nature.
Hell yeah! This is a battle of the body types.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm in.
Represent, bro.
All right, maybe we'll
corner Christian. I'm not gonna let this.
No, I won't. I will be commentating. I will be commentating these fights. So
Yeah.
I'll be real invested in this
Omri,
one.
don't let me down. You are the first and almost definitely the only Jewish athlete I am ever going to bet on. So make this count, brother. All right?
Oh yeah.
You are the Sandy Koufax of bar.
That's the only one I can think of.
There's an Israeli MMA fighter in the UFC right now. He is 0-1.
Now you're making me. Now you're making me second guess. Now you're making me second guess. Yeah. Give us. Let's do a real quick rundown of tonight's fights in the UFC for people that are going back and forth between Empire,
and the UFC.
and the UFC. Who we got?
Christian, who we got?
Read them out for the people that can't
All right.
read 8-point print.
We're gonna start with Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Menefield.
I'm gonna go Jimmy Crute. I think he's a little more dynamic. Alonzo Menefield's a powerhouse, though.
Let's get the let's get the
what's the line?
The odds here too.
I believe the line is for Jimmy Crute's -120, Alonzo Menefield's +100.
Let's pick them.
Basically a pick 'em. Yeah, I guess I'd go with Crute there. I like Jimmy Crute, nice kid.
All right, now we got Yasmin.
I fucking love that name. I find that name
How do you say
so
it?
hot. Yasmin Bleeth.
No. Yasmin
Yargui.
Yargui. She's a minus 410 versus Denise Gomez, who is a plus 310.
I don't know either of the gentlewomen.
I'm gonna need you to pull up a picture of those two Latinas, though.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Go through the rest of them.
All right.
What else
All
we
right.
got?
Next, we got Jack Della Maddalena versus short replacement, Josiah Harrell.
So Harrell just got put in this week.
Yes,
it was
sir.
supposed to be Sean Brady and Jack Della Maddalena, which is a banger fight in my division. A great fight. Really,
Great fight.
Was really interested to see that. Hope Sean Brady's okay. Wish him the best in his recovery. Good Philly boy. Man, I've heard a lot of good things about Harrell. I know he's training with my boy Matt Brown. But if being unbiased, it's hard to pick against Maddalena. He's looked great in his previous fights. But Harrell's a tough kid, and I'm happy he's getting an opportunity like this.
Yeah, and Jack is a minus 950, and Harrell's a plus 600 on that one.
Yeah, so if you're feeling like, maybe if you're feeling lucky, you know what I mean? Anything could fucking happen, boys.
And
True.
That's not even the biggest shift in plus and minuses in this card.
Well, Bo Nickel had
we got a Bo Nickel
Bo Nickel's
fight.
got a guy
We'll
that
get
came
there.
in for three days notice. So yeah.
All right, so next we got two vets. We got Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price.
Man, that's a nice scrap right there.
Great
Nico
fight.
Price, very unorthodox, very unconventional. Robbie Lawler, one of the fucking GOATs, one of the baddest men ever to do this. And this is his retirement fight.
He's been lifting some crazy weights over at
Yeah,
Barless,
we see Robbie
cool dude.
almost every day. Robbie's a cool motherfucker. I'm going with Robbie.
Yeah, he's a plus 210. Nico Price minus 260.
All right, so you can make double your money betting on Robbie in his retirement fight, the champ.
When was the last guy to win his retirement fight, though? It's kind of not the way this happens in your business, is it?
One just happened recently. I forget who it was though.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
All right, next we're gonna move to the biggest odds on the card.
biggest
Bo Nickel.
discrepancy?
Yeah, the biggest discrepancy. That's the word I was looking for. Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn.
I don't know much about Val Woodburn. I think he's a regional champion, which
He's
means
a boxer too.
a boxer as well. Man, it's Bo Nickel, one of the best wrestlers in the world. And he's got a lot of hype behind him. Had a different opponent he'd been training for. I believe his name was Trayshawn Gore, who just pulled out this week. So we had two big fights fall out. So these are short notice replacements. You got, and what is it again? What is the line?
The line
crazy
is
line.
Bo Nickel is a minus 2,400, and Val Woodburn is a plus 1,200.
Plus 1,200. So that
Yes,
means
sir.
if you bet $100,
You gotta throw. If you got 200, you gotta throw it down. Lotto ticket.
Yeah, right. Lotto
got
ticket
a
on.
lotto
Yeah,
ticket.
I wouldn't do a parlay, but I would say maybe because if you get one of these two guys get it
lotto.
done, that's
Hey, listen,
That's
what
paying
does the
off.
guy have to lose? He can just come out there. He took the fight on 3 days. He just comes out there throwing hands.
just throwing
Let's-
fucking uppercuts. If
let's
he goes
go.
to change level, fucking bang, bang,
go.
bang.
Yeah.
So
So he gets tapped out within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He gets taken to the ground
very
and pounded.
possible.
All right, next. This is an interesting one. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker.
Man, that's a great
Great
fight.
fight.
That's a scrap right there.
I like me some Dan Hooker.
Jalen Turner's been looking good. Very long, wiry striker. And Dan Hooker's a fucking dog, bro. Dan Hooker, one of those guys who's too tough for his own good. You've seen some of his
Yeah,
fights.
got a little Gaethje in him.
Taking a lot of damage.
What's the line?
The line for that one is Jalen is a minus 255, and then Hooker's 215, plus
Wow.
215.
Man, that makes me say go for Hooker.
Good value.
A lot of good value on Hooker.
Kind of
Yeah.
like you were saying again, maybe not on a parlay, but if you're going for a value pick.
And there's also a really good website and podcast that I do. I help give these picks to sometimes. It's called Stay Cashin' with Tommy G.
Tommy G!
Our boy Tommy G and Mike Constantino.
Tommy G.
You guys, they'll give some expert opinions on these and they'll help you. They're very good bettors. So if you're into betting, check out Stay Cashin'. That's Stay CASHIN. Cashin. No G.
Love me some Tommy G. Good guy.
Yeah.
All right, next next we got Whitaker versus Dricus du Plessis.
Ooh, Dricus Duplessis?
Duplessis.
That's how you say it?
Yeah, Duplessis.
Man,
This is
that's a
American,
fucking...
Jack.
Now listen to this. Whitaker hasn't lost since 2014
13.
to anybody who wasn't named Israel Adesanya. Right? He's fucking, so what's the line on this one?
Line is a minus 400 for Whitaker and then plus 380 for Duplessis.
Wow, but here's the thing. Dricus is hot. He's a vanilla gorilla. He's a South African boy, and he's big, he's strong. I almost feel like you want to, I would almost go with Dricus on this one if you want to throw some money down. You're shaking your head no?
So
You think
I think Dricus is going to get chinned.
You think he's going to get knocked out?
Probably, yeah. Second, third round.
I
maybe.
think I see Whitaker winning this. If the Whitaker's way to victory would be outpointing him. I think Whitaker's very good movement and keeps his distance well. And I think Dricus is a powerhouse.
He's a tank.
Yeah, so I think
what I will say about Dricus though is his last fight was against Brunson and he won, but they were both completely gassed out.
It was like the first
basically
round,
and this
too.
is a 3-round fight, correct?
Yep.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see. Dricus is hot right now. Yeah, so we'll see. I'd say put some money on Dricus here. And I love Robert Whitaker. I think he's one of the best class act dudes. That line is kind of crazy.
All right, next we got Moreno versus Pantoja.
Now Pantoja beat Moreno back in the day, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And Moreno went on to be the champ. He's the guy. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, and he became the champ. And really good guy. I am going with Moreno.
Okay. He is a plus 160. Or no, Pantoja is a plus 160, and then Moreno's minus 190.
A lot of value in the dogs here in this one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got the main event. We got Volk versus Yair.
Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. I got a story about you real quick about Rodriguez. I was out training at Cowboys Ranch, and Yair came out, took a fight with the Korean Zombie that was taking place in Colorado. So in altitude on 14 days notice. And Yair came out there and was sick as a dog. He'd start to spar and he'd go, started trying to spar. We barely got to work. He couldn't spar like a couple rounds. Goes into the fight, goes, I believe 5 rounds, lands in the last 5 seconds, lands a drop spinning elbow. Knocks in one of the most unbelievable finishes ever. Look up Yair Rodriguez versus the Korean Zombie. Knocks him out after a brilliant fight and then a brilliant knockout. Yair is special. Yair is fucking special. He's fun to watch. He's like watching a video game. He throws unorthodox kicks.
Volk's pretty good too, though.
That's quite an understatement. Volk's is probably the pound for pound best right now, besides for John Jones. He lost a very close decision to Makhachev, going up a division to fight him, and Makhachev's looked at as a killer, like the new Khabib. I feel like the hole in Yair's game is wrestling, and I feel like Volk might be able to exploit that and overpower him. But I think play this clip real quick so you can see Yair. Look at this. This is the last 10 seconds.
Yep.
Here we go. They're like, I think there was the 10-second bell. After going 5 rounds in altitude, after being sick, all right, let's slug it out right now. Bang, 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 and whack!
Ooh.
Slept him.
Ooh.
I was there at this fucking fight. It was wild.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. And he's the interim champ. I'm really happy for Yair, everything he's been doing. Proud of him. Love the kid. Love to see him get it done, but I think the smart money's on Volk.
You're in the Korean Zombie's corner right there. You like yelling at him, "Stop! What are you doing?"
Nah, man, fucking rock out.
Let it happen.
Fortune favors the bold. It's hindsight's 2020.
Sure.
Hindsight's 2020. Yeah. After seeing that, you of course knowing if I could rewind, I'd be like, go away. But you know what I mean. It is what it is. It is what it is.
That's crazy.
I don't know that he had the fight won.
You don't think so?
I think Yair was winning.
Okay.
But it was very close. It was a toss up.
You made it that far. You're not thinking last 10 seconds.
Nah, baby, you fucking rock out. You just went 25 minutes with someone not getting knocked out. You know what I mean? Just throw it up there.
24-30. Let's rock.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
24-55. Wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. If you're here and watching this on Gas and you're down in Florida, I have one more show tonight in Jacksonville with Dave Landau. You missed me. No, wait. This is the 8th.
This is Saturday the 8th.
Yeah, so next week. Oh, okay, cool. Then don't even worry about it. The 14th and 15th, I'm in Jacksonville with Landau.
Yeah?
I'll talk about them next week.
That's what's up. That'll be fun.
I'm getting crossed up on our dates here.
Yeah, you're getting
I'm getting crossed up on our dates here. You're going to be out there in Colombia.
I'm in Colombia right now.
Stay safe, bro. Hope you have fun. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm excited about Empire MMA. I think that's a really, really cool thing.
Yeah.
And who knows, man? Come back with some recon.
Yeah.
Come back with a little recon.
Bro, I'm going to be killing fucking 3 birds, and with one shot I'm doing a fucking seminar. So if you're out in Colombia, come through on Tuesday. I'm doing one at Columbia MMA. And
Tuesday the
11th? 11th. I believe the 11th. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna check out Bioaccelerator when I'm out there too, trying to get a little stem cells.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I hear mixed things about them. Some people swear by them. Some people say they're very.
I hear very great things about Bioaccelerator.
Okay.
And though they were supposed to come on the podcast already, but Frank Mir and Eric, and in the near future they'll be coming on.
I would love to have Sean.
Especially if they hook your boy up with some stem
love to have Shawnee Strickland on. To clarify the statements.
When Strickland's back down in Miami, we'll get Strick on.
Yeah, that'll be a
great
lot of
guy.
fun. That'll be a lot of fun. I like Sean Strickland.
How could you not be a fan?
Yeah, I love anybody who's just honest in their true self.
And it's facts, man. I love truth, and he's a fucking badass fighter. Bro.
I would love to have Hunter Biden on the pod.
I'd love to have Hunter too.
I think Hunter Biden on the pod would be A-okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to hang out with Hunter Biden in Medellin. Let's bring the whole thing full circle. Maybe we'd have Hunter Biden help us commentate the Armory Christian fight, September, in Medellin. Hunter, you're invited, bud. And I got to tell you, I feel like there'll be some things in Colombia you'll like.
Yeah?
I think we can maybe entice you to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think feel pretty good about it. So, for everybody, enjoy Brute Seltzer if you can. It's delicious. If you're out there, give it a shot. Check out Nevin Sunglasses. You can look as good as Mickey Gall. If you like this, please share it with people. Please please subscribe. Check us out.
Brute Seltzer. If you want to be a fucking brute and a fucking badass, you get that baddest seltzer in the game.
We've got a TikTok now. We've got a Twitter now. Our Instagram, you already know, is on fire. Our YouTube is on fire. Check us out there. And you can check us out every week, Monday and Saturday, on Gas Digital, unfiltered, uncensored, raw. Use code SNT for a free week on Gas Digital. I'm Gerard Michaels. That's Mickey Gall. This is Slick and Thick. We will see you guys on Monday.
Love you guys. Big kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah.